it's not yet democracy. We're still struggling to put democracy in place. I listened to the president's speech, and I was particularly moved where he lauded or praised the journalists, a group of journalists for contributing to the struggle for the restoration of democracy in the country. But as a lawyer, I also became worried because right now, some journalists are languishing in custody, defending a couple of them because they were alleged to have defamed certain powerful people in the society. For me, I find this contradictory because by 1983, for the second coming of the military, in the case of Otto Nwankwo, incidentally, the president, mentioned the name of Otto Nwankwo as one of the heroes of democracy. In the case of Otto Nwankwo and the state, the Court of Appeal took advantage of that case to annul seditious publications, the provisions of the criminal code relating to sedition. And the court made the point there that Nigerians must resist any attempt by the government to erode the democratic rights that Nigerians have fought for, particularly freedom of expression. That this was a law invoked by the colonial regime to silence Nigerians, and that under a democratic government, that must not be allowed. And those in government, if they feel too, if they feel too irascible and intolerant of criticisms, they should either plug their ears with cotton wool or leave the government, because criticism is indispensable in a democratic society. For us to go back now using Cyber Crimes Act to harass Nigerians, and my wife was telling me this morning, tell me, the Cyber Crimes Act is worse than Decree 4, because Decree 4 was only there to criminalize not telling the truth. This time around, defaming people has been criminalized. But what is worse, Sheung, is that the law was amended in February this year to remove cyber stalking, insult, and the rest of them. So what the law now provides for is that anybody who uses the computer to send any message that contains pornographic materials or any message that can cause a breakdown of law and order in the country, no more. But the police and some other security agencies have been invoking the repeal provisions of that section. And that is why, in celebrating democracy, the government, through the Attorney General, must educate the police and other security agencies that this law has been amended, and the question of criminalization of the freedom of expression in Nigeria can no longer be tolerated, can no longer be accepted.